this idea of knowing is kind of a misunderstanding we have, that we can actually hold something to be true. It has a lot to do with truth. You know, we think what we see is true. We think that the conclusions we reach is true. But in fact, we hold on to these things and we operate from these assumptions we have about how things are. But really, they're so much fuller than the thoughts we have. That things are not limited to the thoughts we have about them. And being able to see that we only see a very small piece of things, you know, and then we contract around those. For example, when we're sitting in meditation and we have kind of a difficult emotion or thought, or something difficult arises, and immediately we contract and we label it and we think we know it. When in fact, what would happen if we didn't do that, if we took another approach and we examined that a little bit further? Could we even find this solid thing there? This whole path kind of questions whether we're actually perceiving things in an accurate way, or we're operating from some kind of delusion or misunderstanding we have about the way things are. And if that's so, do we want to spend the rest of our life doing that? You know, or do we want to kind of, what we might call, awaken or recognize that things maybe don't exist in the way that they are appearing to us now? And that's very liberating. It's liberating when you're clinging and you're suffering, and then you look and you start to see maybe it's not exactly the way I see it. Maybe if I don't shut down around these very strong views I have around things, maybe I might see it in a very different way. It's like looking under the bed and seeing maybe there's not a monster there after all. You know, that's very liberating, you know. So we understand these things. But we have to examine our mind in order to have that kind of liberation.